Blimey! Who's put these here?
Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, virtual Daggerwin. Stop it. I know you're watching this, virtual Daggerwin. Tidy. Okay, so continuing on, in the previous episode we were working with the Firewood mod, which I absolutely love, and we'll be continuing with that at some point. But first we do have other things to do. As you can see, we have fields which are totally empty, and it's not very productive to have totally empty fields. So I need to get them re-drilled, essentially. I think probably because we have a higher horsepower tractor now, providing we have the money, it would be nice to get an all-in-one drill. So they're just tucked around the corner here. We'll get them taken over to the sell point once I know the price for them. They probably do actually have something in them though, and it would be wasteful. I think we'll probably empty them in a suitable location. And yeah, then we'll be able to take the John Deere over to the store and buy our direct drill. Okay, yeah, we have canola. I think, well, as we're going to be working in this field directly, we might as well just... Actually, unless it needs... Does it need digestate? Let me just check up on things. Lime, something which I haven't done before. They do need lime. It doesn't need digestate. Yeah, we can just fertilise it later. But the field above us does need digestate. That's one just over there. So we can get that done. But first of all, yeah, I want to get this crop in the ground. So, if I just, first of all, check the price for these things, just to make sure we can actually afford a new one. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's why these were good in the first place. They were cheap, and they had a fantastic working with, because you could join them together. But that's still going to be over, what, 11 or 12,000 pounds in total? Yeah, it's still the same. We just can't afford anything. So what that means is, because these are not direct drills, we have to cultivate first. So if we just go for a really big harrow or something like that, that would be great. We've been using this one, which is fantastic at 6.3 meters for that price. But if we can go even bigger, that would be even better. So I know what's going to happen. We're not going to be changing anything. We just can't afford it. It's so expensive. We need used machinery. Used machinery! Even if it's just a case of going on something and having an option here saying used. I know that we can buy them used because it's a mod. It's a fantastic mod by Weasel. But no, in the base game, you want to have used machinery with weathering and wear. Okay, so I'm no further on. We're just going to have to keep these. We can go faster with them, which is good because we have the John Deere. But yeah, going to have to cultivate. But we could do with putting some lime on for the first time ever. Now I've just found this Sipma, which looks really nice. You can have an extension. Obviously we can buy it used, which I think we will do because it's always a great saving. So we'll buy that at only £4,890. Hopefully it is compatible with the lime. I think it is. Yes, it is. Brilliant. And yeah, we'll apply it. But because of this, what we need to do is make sure that we have enough lime here so we don't have to keep going backwards and forwards. So I think because we've got the front loader, we can actually lift the fertilizer spreader up. We could put it onto a trailer. We do have the Gator over at the store, but yeah, I'd prefer to put it on the other trailer, even though the other trailer is busy. We'll take the empty pallets off it. Yeah, here we go. So these are all the empty firewood crates. We'll keep them in the forest because that's where they're going to be loaded. They don't need to be on a trailer, and they're actually light enough, without using the super strength mod, to pick them up and put them down by hand, and even throw them accidentally. Don't you just hate it in real life when you're walking along and you're trying your best not to throw something and then suddenly, whoa, it's off? That is what it would be like if FS was the same as real life. Thankfully it isn't. Okay, yeah, so we'll drop the John Deere off the trailer, we'll put it onto the drills just over here. They do need to be refilled as well, so we'll bring back some seed and some fertiliser. We may have some fertiliser and some seed, but I know they're going to take loads, and we've got a lot of land to do. In fact, we have the canola field as well, I think. Did that backfill get done? I don't know if, no, I think I just put Slurry on. So yeah, we've got so much to do. We're going to put in some beet, some sugar beet, so we can use the fantastic sugar beet add-on again. Really love that mod. And the other crops are going to be crops which we can use, I think, for the pigs. Well, I suppose corn would be the obvious one. We'd have to use a planter though. No, I think we'll probably just do... I guess if we put soybeans in, probably not useful for the pigs, but yes, it'll be a big bit of income. They do take soybeans. They only have 17%. Okay, yeah, we'll do soybeans, but first, let's go and load this trailer up with many delicious things. Right, okay, so we haven't got too much. The reason why is because I have checked my notes and we actually have everything already, including the fertiliser, but the reason why we're getting more fertiliser is because we just never can have enough. I could buy it by the trailer load, which actually is probably the most cost effective. I think maybe the days of using these pallets on this map have gone. It's just not worth it. We obviously have loads of seed. We bought it in a trailer. The lime was being used not to spread on the fields, but we do have it over at the sugar beet add-on area. So yeah, we can just use what we've already got, which is nice. Although we might have to get some more lime, but we'll get it by the trailer load because it was so cheap. Okay, so here we are. Now I have had quite a few people saying it's probably about time that we stop doing the greenhouse, just because I have to do it all the time. At the moment it's run out of water, it's doing nothing. So yeah, I can agree with you. I think probably we have done it enough now. Keep repeating the same job, just giving it water, which I know is what you have to do. It's just I do it all the time. So yes, the lime is over there where the wheel loader is. The wheel loader does need its bucket. Whoops. And we're going to have the soil compaction mod. So it will have an impact on the soil wherever I drive. And what that essentially means is I have to plough to get rid of the compaction. So yeah, this might take a bit of time just because it is not the biggest spreader ever, but it was cheap. And it is compatible with lime spreading. At least we could get the extension. So I'll just very quickly off screen go and swap over this pallet fork for the bucket, which I have increased the capacity on. The default is 1,000 and we're going to pick up 3,500. I just hope it can do. I think it will be able to, but I know it can't pick up too much. It's been waiting for this moment for so long. First time I've used it. So we'll see if I've actually done it correctly. 3,500 litres. We'll be returning to the potatoes as well at some point. Need to get them all sorted to get a good price. The pigs is not, the productivity for the pigs is not alarmingly low. It's just I've only just restarted the game again after putting the controlled traffic farming or something like that. Good mod. I've been calling it the compaction mod. Yeah, controlled farming. So yeah, let's get it scooped up, put it into there, and then we'll get it going. It's taken a long time to actually do something. I might be wanting a larger working width, just depends. Let's just see how good this one is. Oh wow, I actually did manage to achieve the 3,500 litres. And yeah, it's just right, I would say. Yeah, if you try and tip it over, it will do. But if you drive it sensibly, there'll be no issues at all. We'll be back for that. It didn't use much, which is concerning really, because the lime, yeah, it gets through the lime pretty quickly. Let's just see how we get on. Probably in a minute I'm going to go and buy a bigger spreader. But if we do, we're going to have a trail one, because otherwise it's not going to be a good enough upgrade. Okay, right, so yeah, as I said, we don't want to be driving too much on the field. Oh, that's not too bad. That's fine. For the price, I think that's fantastic, although it's getting through it pretty quickly. We've already got through half. So, yeah, that's just what you get, I suppose. That's with the extension as well. I think it's probably because it's designed more for fertiliser. As I said, it gets through the line really quickly. But that is a bit fast. Getting there. So I have been using the mod, but I use it all the time actually on this series, but the mod which basically removes the speed restrictor when working, and that means we can cover more ground. It's not applying it per acreage or you know, the amount of land that you've covered. It's just applying it for the amount of time that the spreader is on for. So it doesn't matter if we do 1 mile per hour or full speed, it's going to still consume it at the same rate. Which I know isn't 100% realistic for me to do this, but we'll be here all day otherwise, and so far in this episode we've actually not really done much. Been a lot of sorting stuff out. But yeah, it's good to have the lime on the field, and we do need to get it cultivated before we can get the drills in here, but the drills are going to be on the big tractor, so we're not going to have that problem where it takes forever to pick up speed. Because that tractor is about, what is it, 270-ish? It's a big tractor. So for the first time ever, we're going to be able to run that drill at a good speed. Okay, so we do have 12% left in there, but we'll just get it filled up so we can actually make it back. Very, very happy with the bucket. I think 3,500 litres is the best number for it. I'm guessing the creator of it just set it to 1,000, so there was no issues at all with it tipping over, which, you know, makes sense. There we go. But that you can change that in the XML file. You could set it to 100,000 litres if you wanted to, but it wouldn't pick it up. That's the good thing about it. It can be adjusted within reason. And there we have it. Field completed. And I'm sure that's going to satisfy quite a few of my viewers, because I know that it has been yes, mentioned that I never apply lime. It's looking better. Doesn't need ploughing, I don't think. No, it doesn't. It just needs to be fertilised once it started to grow. Lovely. So we are going to have to do this on other fields. So we'll keep this handy, but I do need to go and get that cultivator. I'm wondering though, because it is a big job, the cultivating, if we should apply the Digestate to this field over here first. That might be a better idea. Okay, there we go. I'm sure we can spread Digestate with this tractor. It should have the power. So we'll just squeeze through. We'll go and get some. Also, as you'll know if you've been watching this series for some time, we're going to be selling the pigs when we get to 150 again. We're at 142 and we've only just sold 50. So that really is good. It's essentially £50,000 every time we sell 50. So soon we'll be able to buy something else, whether it's a piece of machinery, you know, a drill, or a lorry, or a piece of land. Ah yes, we are going to struggle a bit, I think, pulling this. It is quite heavy, and this tractor could do with a service. Well, we have the John Deere, so we might as well use it. Just drop it off here. Put that to one side. Yeah, this John Deere has got quite a bit of work ahead of it. Kind of makes me regret getting rid of the other John Deere. Maybe we should have kept it and then got rid of the Fiat. It's always so tricky to figure out the best thing to do. Even that's finding it hard to pull it up there. Okay. Oh no, it's this situation again. Oh, okay, maybe we should do it when we've... it's working, it's just I can't see where we've been. It's putting a mark on the ground, but it's so discreet. If you do it when you've cultivated, it's much easier to see, even though I would prefer to do it before cultivating. Okay, let's just go and get the cultivator. I think we will cultivate this field on the left first. We can come back to the big field later. So yeah, as I mentioned, we do already have some fertiliser. It's just here. Only 4 pallets though, so we definitely did need some more. But I'm pleased I checked my notes. Certainly didn't need any seed. Got a whole trailer there. And the lime, yeah, we had enough, but we will need to get some more very soon. I'm sure some of my viewers were screaming at the screen when I started the time-lapse, and they were saying, oh no, don't go and spend all that money, don't go and buy seed and lime and stuff, you've already got loads. Yeah, I realised. I could hear you, even though I obviously recorded this in the in the past. What a stupid comment. Yes, it's not like I can record it in the future. Okay, so yes, I will remove the limiter. Let's just see how it goes. I think, what do I normally do it at? It wants to still look fairly normal. I think, yeah, 13 looks good. 13 and 14. That field needs drilling. Basically every field needs drilling. Oh, I'd love to get a new drill. Maybe when we've sold the pigs, we'll be able to get a new drill. But if we can get one field drill with these ones, then that would still be good. Because I still like these drills. They're really good drills. It's just I would like to have all in one because it's easier to reverse them. But these have been an absolute lifesaver, farm saver. Anyway, we'll crack on. We'll get this done. And yeah, the other thing which we could really do with is a bigger cultivator. But if it's a direct drill we're getting, we don't even need one. Okay, so that piece there which I haven't done is actually out of bounds, that's out of our field boundary. So I don't want to be drilling there because I can't actually harvest it. I think whilst we have this, although we are going to be cultivating the whole of the other field, I'm just going to connect those two fields now. The small field and the big field. Because it's just not really worth having the small field on its own. So I'll press Y. Oh, and yes, I need to make a repair here. This is the mess I made when I was setting up these buildings. I accidentally did a bit of terrain texturing in the wrong place, and because there's no undo button, I couldn't really do anything about it. So we'll get it ploughed up. We will be ploughing this whole field next time. And of course the corn there which has been missed is because it's out of bounds again. Outside of our playable area sort of thing, the area that we own. And this is where I'm referring to, so if we just put that straight in through there. Yeah, we're going to have to move the wheel loader, because that is just sat in the wrong place. Left that in a really bad place. And then we're going to finish off by putting that Digestate on. So at least that'll be another field ready to go. It will just leave this field to be cultivated, and then it'll be 3 fields altogether. I had to check during the previous time-lapse just to make sure I hadn't already drilled the other field, because it looked different, but yeah, it's just been ploughed. Okay, I don't know how we should connect this exactly. Probably... yeah, that would do. We just put a corner on. There we go, and there's my weight. Lovely. So now we just need the tanker, and it should be much more obvious where I've been. I think it's usually 1.5 loads. 1.5 tanker loads for this field. So it's not going to involve too much carting. Yes, so we can see where we've been, although the shade which is being cast by these trees does make it a bit trickier. But that's fine. That looks good. Oh. Yeah, doesn't really matter about wasting it too much because we have so much of it, but we could actually sell it. There is such a thing as a Digestate sell point. In fact, if we did that, we'd make an absolute fortune. It's one of those situations. Are we going to have enough? If I pick up speed, we will. That would be so annoying if we ran out with a tiny speck left. Good. Okay, so yeah, that is obviously done. I don't know if I've integrated the controlled traffic farming mod properly. Let's just take a look for the needs plow. I think I might have to disable it actually. Do you have to? I'll have to look into it. I just literally downloaded it and switched it on. Periodic ploughing is off. Yeah, well that field needed to be ploughed anyway. I'll look into it between this episode and the next one. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there. It's a new day tomorrow. We'll have more money. We'll have more pigs to sell. I think we'll probably sell them, and then I'm hoping next time we can buy a new drill. We should have the money, £150,000 roughly. And yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. bye for now.